What's going on, everybody? We're going to talk about Jeff Sneider and his complete crash out the other day, thanks to Reddit users and people calling him out for all his BS that he's been spouting for a number of months and or years. Now, Reddit kind of went bonkers the other day. And they kind of called him out for a lot of the bullcrap that he's been spouting recently. Now, there's some posts on Reddit that apparently are from him. Whether or not they are from him, I believe they are. I do. And I'm going to show you why I think they are from him. But he's pretty much crashed out. Like, he has lost his mind. This man, whether it's on John Roca's podcast, whether it's in his newsletter that he does or whatever, his website, whatever it is, he has lost his mind. And he acts like this is an okay thing to do. He acts like this is par for the course. And that's not the right word to use. He acts like this is something that it's okay to do because he's been in the business for X amount of years and that he's earned the right to do this. And, well, it's not. It isn't. It's just not. So here's what I have, okay? First up, this is why I think it's real. Because he posted, you know what? Here's an open invite to a Reddit user to come on the hot mic and talk to him and John Roca Thursday at 4 p.m. Reach out, prove you are this Redditor, and you can come on the show so we can hash it out in public. And apparently, he really lost his mind on Reddit. Now, this is why I think what he posted on Reddit and what I'm going to get to here is truly him. And I'm going to go through this because it's crazy. He goes, "It's the real Jeff Sneider here. You guys are a bunch of effing morons. If I'm such a dumbass who makes shit for clicks, why am I sourced in the trades literally every week? Have any of you ever talked to a single studio exec or publicist or agent or manager? You're a bunch of losers on the internet who believe a studio head over someone who, facts, has dropped thousands of scoops over the past 20 years. Sure, I've gotten a few wrong. If you write 2,000 scoops and get 40 wrong, that's 98% accurate track record. It's also hard to be 1,000% accurate when you can't call the studio to confirm, and when you do, they just pick up the phone and call deadline. Regarding accusations that I'm a nutcase, yeah, I am. If you F with me, I'm from Boston. I don't take shit from anyone, and that includes James Gunn. If you think I can give a fuck, he's a studio head. I'll be writing about DC a lot longer than James Gunn will be running the place. I take my job seriously." No, he doesn't. "I strive for accuracy, and when I'm wrong, my stomach hurts. But you also need to learn how to read. There's a reason why reporters write in talks. It's to leave themselves an out. I say, I hear so-and-so, and then the internet takes that reports it as fact because it's better for SEO, and somehow that's my fault. You want the straight shit? Get it from the source. All these aggregators are bullshit, but my track record is way bigger than DC. You guys literally have no effing idea what you're talking about. You were Crawl, or Boris, or Umberto. I take your criticism seriously, but you have no idea how the sausage gets made and no idea what it's like being on the other end of highly sensitive phone calls, which is my job, not yours. You're probably mechanics and accountants, and that's great because I can't do any of that shit, but the idea that you know how to do my job is effing hilarious." He continues, "You don't know shit about shit. As Chris Petrican once said to me about Mike Fleming, I've gotten more shit about Hollywood than you'll ever effing know. People have been trusting me with stories for 20 years because I'm a stand-up guy who treats them fairly if and when they show me respect and treat me fairly. That's why I get to keep doing what I do. 20 effing years in the business, so people like James Gunn and that idiot publicist at Searchlight who blatantly lied about Taylor Swift's movie can shit on my reputation to protect their so-called secrets? These people will lie right to your effing face. You have no idea what it's like being the underdog in Hollywood, where no one wants to break their news, but they've got to hand it to me. I'm effing great at my job. Do you know what it's like to be one of the best in the world at something? The mere fact that you morons lump me in with the folks above is proof that you have no effing idea what you're talking about. I compete with real reporters. Every now and then, the bloggers you mentioned land a scoop, but none of them have my track record. You think I give a F about invites to screenings? News is what matters. F with me on news, and I will eat you alive, and you can stick your sorry screening invites up your ass. That's what's great about AMC. Doesn't cost me an extra dime to see these movies opening weekend. I'm grateful when they come, but I would never grovel for invites. They need to kiss my ass. I already kissed all the ass I could stomach back when I was a young reporter. I'm the one who can F their day up. The press has the power. I'm just the only one with the balls to exercise it. James Gunn is a dork, a talented, successful dork, but like all directors and studio head, he wants to control everything, and he can't control me. That's why I vex him, not the other way around. He's the one who's confused. Why won't this guy... What is that? Oh, man, I lost it. Oh, here we go. That's why I vex him, not the other way around. He's the one who's confused. Why won't this guy behave? Doesn't he want screeners for season 2 of Peacemaker? I could give a F about this cape shit, bro. I serve my audience. That's it. And I've always written for an industry audience that knows what the F is up, not peons on Reddit spouting conspiracy theories to honor their Dark Lord James Gunn. Y'all can suck my dick. If your mom isn't already blowing me inside a movie theater, just say thank you and shut the F up and rant. So apparently this is what he considers okay to do, is to go on Reddit and post this kind of information and inform everybody that he is some ultimate and great, important journalist. He has no integrity. I say this all the time. He is probably one of the least respected journalists out there. I've also said this. Look, yes, he's had things right in the past, but I also believe that he is a problem in pulp culture, in fandom, in the industry. Him and people like him are the problem. I don't want to sit there. I don't want to hear scoops about movies that are coming out. I mean, sure, I want to hear them, but not everybody wants to. People don't want to hear it all the time. Not everybody. There are people that do, but the problem is it ruins the fun. That's why James Gunn, and he says it here, he says it right down here. He says, James Gunn is a dork, a talented, successful dork, but like all directors and studio head, he wants to control everything. Yes, there's a reason why they want to control everything. They want to control everything because they want to make sure that the message is put out properly for their films, for their projects. They don't want it to be put out in a way that is not how they want it to get put out. They don't want things spoiled for the fans, for the audience, a year in advance, 2 years in advance. Before they want it, like that. That's the problem. That's the problem that I have with a Jeff Sneider. That's the problem that a lot of people have with a Jeff Sneider. And it's not just that. It's also the type of stuff like, hey, Jeff Sneider is saying that, Robin is in the Batman Part 2. Well, people can get excited about that, but then when Robin isn't in the Batman Part 2, then they get upset because they were expecting Robin to be in it. That's another aspect of it. Look, you can like your job, you can think you're good at your job, but that doesn't mean you are good at your job. That doesn't mean that you should be applauded for your job, okay? That's the difference, and that's the problem that we're seeing here. The problem that we're seeing is you have this whole altruistic vision or idea that you have about yourself when nobody else really looks at you that way. People are not laughing with you, they are laughing at you. And sure, you're getting these clicks and views and getting money because you're putting information out that people are going to get 3 or 4 weeks down the line on Deadline or Hollywood Reporter or something like that for free. But in the grand scheme of things, the crap that people are only looking for are these scoops that are going to ruin the experience for the movies anyways. So you're doing a disservice to these fans. You're doing a disservice to the people that you are really trying to cater to. You need to take a good hard look at yourself and step back and say, am I doing the right thing? And you're not. It's plain and simple. You're not. And that goes for all scoopers. Look, I don't mind scoops personally. I don't. Like, it doesn't ruin the experience for me. But I see the damage it has done to fandoms, to pop culture. And it's terrible. I can't stand it. And you're a problem, Jeff. You are a problem. And you acting like this, what are you, 55 years old? And you're acting like this? Dude, grow the F up. Like, come on, at some point, I'm from Boston, I'm gonna F somebody up. Like, dude, you were like the size of this pen here. Like, this is how skinny you are. You're like the size of this pen. You're not going to hurt anybody. Wasn't it you, Bull, that beat you up or something like that in a boxing match? I don't know. It's rumor. Somebody was saying something about it. I don't know. Regardless, this is ridiculous. Jeff Sneider lost his mind, because people are starting to catch on, and it's nice to see people catching on. I've been on this journey of calling out scoopers for so long that I like to see this happen, and I hope it continues, because people like this, these scoopers and the lot, need to just go away. Because like I said, they're ruining the experience. They truly are. I stand with the directors in the studios in this regard. Oh, look, was it not the Sneider Cut movement that sat there and said, we fight for artistic integrity, yet then now a lot of them sit back and say, we want scoops, and look at this scoop, look at that scoop, they want all these scoops. Like, that goes against the artistic integrity. They do. Like, that's that. Like, I remember seeing all that, and it's crazy to me. But that's because right now it's going against DC Studios. It's just wild. Like, and that's what it's stemming from. It's all stemming from DC Studios right now and James Gunn. So I applaud James Gunn for standing up against this, and then helping, others are kind of following suit. But let's see how this all goes. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you have to say about all this in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. Again, this is nuts. Let's see what happens with all this. Are people going to still follow Jeff Sneider? Yeah. And it's pathetic. People shouldn't. Jeff Sneider's a clown. He's not worth a damn. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think scoopers should be a thing? Do you think they should be a thing of the past? Do you think they should just go away? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. With all that said, I'll catch you all later.